Hi, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is going to be your January 2020 general reading. Um, I'm sorry about the glare. It's making me crazy off of my glasses. I got an eye appointment coming up, so maybe I can afford to get me some with the ARC, the anti reflective coating on it. Um, and I have the windows open because I don't know if you guys can see my cat, Mr. Leonardo DiCaprio, right there making his appearance. Leo, hey, what you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Anyway, okay, so let me turn the camera around and I'm going to start shuffling. The deck that I'm using today is the Impressionist Tarot, and we'll be clarifying with Levita Sibila, and we will also be wrapping up the reading with a Golden Nostradamus card, okay? So let me turn the camera around. And, I don't like this location that I'm in. It's just kind of odd. So when I was over in my little corner, everything was good. So I literally can't see the computer screen, so I hope that you guys are able to see the cards as I lay them. We're going to do a quick mini cross. Do know that we are about to head into a Mercury retrograde, which will be, I want to say, on the 12th. It will actually be station retrograde, maybe on the 11th, which is Monday, and then he will go into retrograde on the 12th. Additionally, we are in between a moon cycle. So we had our full moon in Cancer on December 29th. Our new moon will be also on the 12th, will be new moon new moon in Capricorn. So the new moon is going to be falling opposite the full moon, as well as a Mercury retrograde right at the same time. So here we go. First card down. Well, this is where we are at the moment. This is the Justice card. The energy that what we don't know, okay? So we're going to call that the energy that we don't know. The Hermit. The Foundation, this is what we know. The Five of Cups. Well, it looks like there's been a separation or divorce from somebody, or it's in the works. Let's put it that way. This is the near or distant past, which is the, Knight of Wands. Uh-oh. I'll tell you why I said that in a minute. And this is the near distant future. The Lovers. Well. What is over the whole reading? We have the Eight of Coins, or the Eight of Pentacles. As you know, every deck has its own language, and this card is about working hard, maybe the possibility of starting your own business. But then at the same time, it is, because it's a coins card, it speaks to the physicality of something. So this is the actual doing of something. It's not just about the finances. I have the 2 major arcana cards here, actually 3 major arcana cards. Justice, the Hermit, the Lovers. Then I have a cup and I have a wand. What I feel is happening is that there has been a breakup, a separation, maybe even or a divorce. Those of you who have been with me for a while, and so you've been going about your business, doing whatever it is that you do. Okay. I don't know how long ago this was. It could be, maybe 6 or 7 months ago. This could be something fairly recent, in which case, then what you've been doing is maybe trying to work to either work through the split up, the separation, the divorce, or you've been trying to distract yourself from what's been happening here. But those of you who have been with me for a while know that Mercury retrogrades always tend to bring old lovers back into your life. So I do get the sense that you're going to be hearing from your ex in some capacity. If this is a legal issue, I do feel that there is a choice that you're going to have to make here. The second thing I'm going to say is that if you are, let's say you join Tinder or you join some other dating platform or site, or you're out meeting new people, you're looking for someone else. Maybe you need that validation. Maybe you need that idea that you are worthy of love and respect and all of that. Well, that's a rebound situation, and that too is not going to work. I'm just, giving it to you like that. I think the interesting thing about this particular card, particularly the lovers in the future position here, and let me tell you why this, I'm just going to read it to you and then tell you intuitively what it means. But this card, to me, if you're out dating someone new, is a warning. It says that you are in a position to explore your options or to reaffirm the choices you have already made. However, be careful what you wish for because you are more attractive than you know. Make wise choices and think carefully before you make a commitment that you cannot keep. The key words are love, desire, attraction, communication, duality, and choice. And as you can see, she's looking back over our shoulder, but the guy is like completely enthralled. And there's this volcano erupting between the two of them. So this could be that maybe you found somebody, maybe the person that you were dealing with has been on a rebound situation. Maybe you're not aware of that at the moment. And so you think you've met Mr. Wonderful, all hot. That's what the Knight of Wands typically represents. It represents somebody who comes in quickly, who can be passionate, lots of fun, thrilling, great sex. But I'm telling you, after the Mercury retrograde passes, this person will disappear from your life. So, I don't know, maybe you met the person at work or through some new project. So, three things. The first is that if this is a divorce and a legal issue, there will be some choices, perhaps financial choices, that you're going to have to make. Okay, so don't allow sentiment and nostalgia to cloud your vision. The second thing is, if you've been single for a while, okay, that last person you were with, you're going to hear from them. They're going to come back around. All right. Maybe they come back around due to financial issues. Right. And then the third thing is, if this is somebody new who has entered into your life, do know that this person is not going to stick around. Okay. They won't. You're looking at 6 to 8 week time frame. And then that person's going to vanish into thin air. For those of you who may be dealing with the return of an ex, well, remember why the person is an ex, whether this was through your choice or their choice, okay? Remember why they were exes. Sometimes you say, oh, I'm through with him, or I ain't never going back to him or her, and then the person shows up and then you break down and get involved with them again. I'm not telling you, what you should or shouldn't do. Just know if it's a sexual connection, you guys get back together and it's a sexual connection, that's going to be great, but that's all it's going to be. There's not going to be any commitment there, okay? Or this idea to get back together. That's just not going to happen. And lastly, if, this is a legal issue, whatever this legal issue is, we'll be going backwards and forwards. It may even stall. Somebody's going to change their mind. There's going to be communication mix-ups, paperwork lost, emails missed, vanishing into the ether, phone calls and text messages not coming through. So be prepared for that. So typically, I think if I had to wrap this up in a succinct way, I would say the energy of this 8 of Coins, which is to focus on the things that you are already working on. All right. What I like to tell people is when any planet goes into retrograde, whatever that planet represents, okay, and whatever sign that the Mercury is going to be retrograding in, this is the area that you're going to need to focus on. So that when I say focus on, I mean, if you have any old projects, old paperwork, old documents, old things of that nature, focus on those things. If it's old relationships, then focus on maybe cleaning up what you didn't get a chance to clean up, so that once it comes out of retrograde, you can move forward. So let me grab my thing here, and then we're going to pull cards on this Lover's cards to see on this, the Knight of Wands and the whatchamacallit. So let me see where Mercury is going to retrograde, what sign. Let's see. Right now he is in Capricorn. So let me move the wheel forward. Okay, he moves into Aquarius on, he stations into Aquarius on Friday. And then he's going to back up. And I may have had the date wrong when I told you the 12th. It might be around the 20th. I don't know. Let me see here. Yes. January 31st. He will retrograde in the sign of Aquarius at 26 degrees. Now, what happens when planets go into retrograde is they travel through a particular sign to a certain point, and then it stops, or it appears to stop, and then it will travel all the way back over a 3-week period to the previous sign, wherever it was. So I'm thinking it'll go all the way back, perhaps into Capricorn. Okay, 27 degrees Capricorn. I think it's where it is today, and then it's going to stop and station direct there, and then it will turn around and move back through. So this is why I talked to you about the backwards and forwards energy, right? So it's moving forward, then it appears to stop, and then it moves backward, then it appears to stop, and then it moves forward again. So from Capricorn, we're going to be looking at maybe businesses, corporations. There even could be some legal issues, like maybe there might be work versus home, lawsuits, bankruptcies, foreclosures, things of this nature. I know that's kind of harsh information, but I just want to put it out there. And then Aquarius is going to be all about your groups and your networks. So that says that you have a possibility of meeting someone new coming in, but because you're meeting them under the retrograde, okay, they're not going to stick around. When it stops and goes into retrogrades into at 26 Aquarius, it's going to travel all the way back over 3, I would say sometimes a 6 to an 8 week period, depending, because you have 2 weeks before, which is called the pre-shadow, and you have 2 weeks after, which is called the post-shadow. So you're looking at about 8 weeks of retrograde energy. As soon as that hits Capricorn, it starts to move back and exits out of Aquarius, Mercury does, that person's gone. Okay. You can, if you don't believe me, you can post up under this video and ask some of my clients any questions. Have they seen this phenomenon when I told them? So we're going to look at this Knight of Wands here to see what he has to say. For some of you, this may be an old legal issue coming back around. Okay. A contractual issue, so to speak. Maybe you've, moved on, but then suddenly something appears to show up to kind of drag you backwards. The retrograde is going to give you the opportunity to clean that up, so that once Mercury completes its transit through the sign of Aquarius and into Pisces, you're going to get a chance to fix it. Okay? The Mercante. I don't know if you can see that. Let me pull my stuff over there. There he is. Aha, the Casa. And the Il Nemico. Well, now, let me pull cards on this Lovers to see what's happening here. That's quite interesting. So I don't know if some of you out there have a choice between two men. Both of them may be from your past. One you may have been more invested in all areas, finances, emotions, passion, everything. That's the Mercante. But then the Il Nemico, which is the rival or the enemy. Okay. For some of you, this could be the idea that there was a past relationship. Maybe there's some property involved, and now there's a legal issue surrounding property. So we're looking at alimony, division of property, taxes, child support, those types of things. Another thing, particularly here with the Kaza, is the card of a third party entering into your relationship. So this could be about having an affair, okay? And do know that that affair is not going to go well for you. It may be fun, but it's not going to solve the problem of what's lacking in your normal relationship. Typically, this will be the new guy showing up, not the husband, which is what he can sometimes represent, okay? Or the main partner, significant other. So let's see, and if that's the case, the Justice card is showing up as a warning because that's a karmic card. All right. Let's take a look at this Lovers. The Limoneo. Ha. The Militare. And the L'Amica. That's quite interesting. The Limoneo speaks to just that, proposals, marriages, engagements, but at its most basic, it speaks to the idea of some type of contractual agreement. This is where, for instance, you put, you announce that you're about to get married and you put it in the newspaper. This is where two people will stand up and speak or shake hands publicly on some kind of deal. And for all intents and purposes, I know it's not romantic sounding, but a marriage is a contractual issue, right? You meet, you agree to get married, you sign the paperwork, then you start accruing stuff together in both your names. When that breaks up, what do you got to do? You got to go to court to kind of separate out what's his, what's yours, what do you get, what do they get, etc. So this could be both business and personal. Here we have the Militare, and this is the idea of having the kind of strength and fortitude to fight your way over obstacles. All right. Now, he's not showing up with another card, but sometimes this card can speak to an affair as well with certain card combinations. But then we have the L'Amica here. And I'm not exactly sure if this L'Amica is necessarily both. It feels as though it's both you and a third party, okay? Another person, another female, or whoever is going to take the role of the female. And seeing these three sets of cards tells me that there's going to be somebody who's resistant to this. And what they're going to do is they're going to put you in the friend zone. Okay? But this also says that if you need some type of advice or assistance, there's a good friend around you who will help you with this. I would suggest that, you're free to do whatever the hell you want. You're an adult. But if you get confused or you're not sure what to do and you feel you're not clear-eyed on the situation, do speak to a friend, okay? A trusted friend. This person does not have your best interest at heart at all. They are there to, in effect, just wreak havoc on your life. This can be, sometimes this will show up as a friend, right, to this person, somebody that you know, who literally, when I see this Kaza card and this card comes out, this tells me that the person is like your neighbor, lives in your neighborhood, has been to your home. It is somebody that you know. You may be highly attracted to this person, but I'm here to tell you that person is going to mess you up. So again, you're free to do what you want. So let's, I want you to formulate a question. Not only that, one other thing about the Il Nemico, when I see it show up like this around the Kaza card, it tells me that there's some neighbors around you that have it in for you. So, and that can be the idea of spying. So you might want to, if you're doing any dirt at your home, you might want to stop. Okay? So, formulate your question for the Golden Nostradamus, and let's see what he has to say. All right, one more time. I'm going to pull this card. Number 22, the Tree. And the tree says, if you cannot have what you want, then settle for what you can. The stability of the tree advises caution. This is not the right time to change or to take risks. Save your energy and seek stability in mind and body. Spiritual enlightenment or clarity, helping to balance out or keep you afloat of your emotions, marrying your will and your intention by doing the hard work will get you through this process. That's what I have for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I hope that helped. And if you're interested in a reading, you can always click on the little eyes that pop up here in the corner, and that'll take you over to the website. So until next time, namaste.